In the quiet, working-class town of Gary, Indiana, a remarkable story began long before the world was ready to hear it. Inside a small family home filled with discipline, music, and dreams of something greater, a young boy discovered that sound could be a place of safety. His name was Michael Jackson, and from the moment he sang his first notes, it was clear that music was not just something he did, it was something he was. As a child, Michael learned rhythm before he learned rest. Rehearsals replaced playtime, stages replaced schoolyards. Alongside his brothers in the Jackson 5, he stepped into the spotlight while still carrying the innocence of youth. His voice, pure, emotional, and impossibly expressive, reached millions, even though he himself barely understood the weight of fame. Audiences saw joy and energy. Behind the curtain, there was a child learning to grow up far too fast. Success followed him relentlessly. Hits topped charts, crowds screamed his name. Yet while the world celebrated, Michael quietly carried the ache of a childhood he felt he never truly lived. As the years passed and the group's sound evolved, so did Michael. He began to shape a vision that was uniquely his own, one where music, dance, fashion, and storytelling became inseparable. When he stepped into his solo career, he didn't just want to entertain, he wanted to transform how music was felt. With albums like Off the Wall, Michael introduced a new kind of joy, smooth, confident, and alive with movement. Then came Thriller, and the world changed. Music videos became cinematic experiences. Dance became language. The moonwalk was no longer just a step, it was a moment frozen in cultural history. Records shattered. Barriers of race, genre, and geography fell away. Michael Jackson became a global phenomenon, known in places he would never visit, loved by people he would never meet. But greatness often comes with a heavy price. The brighter the spotlight, the darker the shadows became. Fame followed Michael everywhere, leaving little room for privacy, peace, or normal human mistakes. His appearance changed, his silence was misunderstood, and his sensitivity was often mistaken for strangeness. Yet beneath it all was a man who cared deeply about children, about suffering, about the world's pain. He gave generously, quietly funding charities, visiting hospitals, and singing about healing a broken planet. Neverland was not just a place, it was a symbol, a reflection of a heart still searching for innocence, wonder, and safety. Michael believed that love could save the world, that kindness was revolutionary, and that music could remind humanity of its shared soul. Through songs like Man in the Mirror and Heal the World, he turned fame into a message, urging listeners to look inward and act with compassion. The later years were difficult. Accusations, courtrooms, and constant scrutiny took their toll. His body grew fragile, his spirit grew tired. Yet even then, Michael never stopped dreaming of returning to the stage, of giving the world one more moment of magic. Music remained his refuge, his way of speaking when words failed him. When his life came to an unexpected end, the world stood still. Streets filled with silence. Radios played his songs on repeat. People wept, not just for the artist, but for the man they felt they had grown up with. In that moment, it became clear. Michael Jackson was more than the king of pop. He was the soundtrack of generations, a symbol of joy, pain, brilliance, and humanity. Today, his music still moves feet and heals hearts. His voice still echoes through time, and his story remains a reminder that behind every legend is a human soul, longing to be loved, understood, and remembered. Michael Jackson may have left the stage, but his rhythm lives on, in every beat that dares to dream.